Welcome to Campfire Stories.
Pull in close tonight, friends, but leave the lantern lit, because this one is a different kind of story for our fire. No ghost in it. No dark road, no shovel. Just two sisters, a bus, and 10 nights on the island of Newfoundland, one pub supper at a time. It is funny, this one, and it will make you laugh. And then, when you are not looking, it will break your heart a little and mend it better than it was. It begins in St. John's on George Street, with a shot of rum and a dead codfish.
Marty, I have been waiting all my life for you to open a story with a shot of rum and a dead codfish. Who are these two sisters? Tell me everything.
The elder is Maureen, though nobody has called her anything but Mo since 1955. 73 years old, a retired school teacher, widowed 4 years, and she runs her life, Carol, out of a 3-ring binder with colored tabs. She had that whole 10-day trip laminated before they left the driveway in Ontario. The younger is Dot, 69, widowed twice, which she will tell you herself is not bad luck, it is thoroughness. Where Mo has a binder, Dot has a hip flask and a way of making friends with every bus driver between here and the ocean.
Oh, I love them already. A binder and a hip flask? Marty, those two are going to drive each other straight up the wall for 10 days.
69 years and counting, Carol. They have been bickering since Dot was born, and there is not a thing on this earth either one would not do for the other, which is the only reason bickering that long does not turn to blood. Now, they flew into St. John's, and Mo wanted to unpack and lie down and review the itinerary, and Dot wanted to go straight down to George Street, which, if you have never been, is one short street with more pubs on it than any street in North America, and it does not slow down for anybody's binder. And Dot won the way Dot wins, by simply leaving.
Ha! She just walked out the door. Good for Dot. So Mo has to chase her down to a pub.
Comes down to a place called Christian's, and there is her baby sister already halfway up on a stool, and a fellow with a microphone is running what they call a Screech-In, Carol. It is a bit of theatre they do for the come-from-aways, the mainlanders. You put on a sou'wester, you recite a little verse you cannot pronounce, you take a shot of Screech rum, and then, and this is the part, you kiss a cod. On the mouth. A real one.
You kiss the fish. Marty, please tell me Mo, with her binder and her cardigan, had to kiss the fish.
Well now, here is the first bit of the sisters I want you to hear, because it tells you everything. Dot grabs Mo by the sleeve and hauls her up next to her, and Mo says, I am not putting my mouth on a fish that has been kissed by every tourist in Atlantic Canada. And Dot says, Maureen, you kissed Harold Pinsent behind the Legion in 1969, and you did not know where his mouth had been either. And Mo says, and look how that turned out. And Dot says, you married him. And Mo says, I said look how it turned out.
Oh, Marty, I am howling. I said look how it turned out. These two, did she do it? Did Mo kiss the cod?
She kissed the cod, Carol. Screwed her eyes shut, kissed the cod, took the rum, and came up sputtering, and the whole pub cheered her, and for just a second, Carol, this careful, laminated, worried woman, laughed like a girl. And Dot watched her do it, and I want you to hold on to the way Dot watched her, because Dot was not just delighting in her sister. Dot was memorizing her. Like a person does when they are afraid of how much time is left.
Oh, Marty, you have gone and turned it right in the middle of the laughing. What do you mean, afraid of how much time is left? Which one of them is she afraid for?
That, Carol, is the thing about these two, and it is the whole engine of the 10 days. Because they each came on this trip carrying a secret, and neither one knew the other was carrying anything at all. Let me give you Dot's first, because Dot's is the one that put them on that bus. Last Christmas, Dot's granddaughter gave her one of those spit-in-a-tube ancestry kits, the DNA ones, as a bit of fun. And Dot, who will try anything once and most things twice, spit in the tube. And a few weeks later, a match came up on that website that Dot could not explain. A close one. A person she had never heard of on this island, with a name from a family her father had never once mentioned in his life.
A DNA match? On Newfoundland? Marty, a close match. How close?
Close enough, Carol, that when Dot stopped laughing and started reading and made a few quiet phone calls the way only Dot would dare, she came to understand a thing that turned her whole family upside down. Their father, Jerry Barnes, a good and gentle man dead now 20 years, had been a young sailor posted to Newfoundland in 1950, before he ever met their mother, before Mo, before Dot. And in a little place at the far edge of the island, he had loved a woman named Kitty. And when the Navy shipped him home to Ontario, he left Newfoundland behind him. And he never knew, Carol, or never said that he had left a daughter behind too.
A daughter?
Oh, Marty.
They have a sister. Mo and Dot have another sister, older than both of them, out on this island. Is she still living?
She is living, Carol. Her name is Filomena. Mena they call her, and she is 75 years old, and she has spent every one of those years believing she was nobody's, a base baby, a girl whose father was a rumor and a shame. She is out on Fogo Island, which is about as far as you can go in this country before you fall off the edge of it. And Dot found her. Or found the thread of her. And Dot decided, all on her own, that she was going to go and stand in front of that woman before it was too late, and tell her who she was. And she knew Mo, who worshipped their father, who keeps his memory like a shrine, would say, leave it be. Do not go digging up Daddy's ghosts. So Dot did not tell her. She just booked a fun bus trip around Newfoundland. A pub every night. 10 lovely days. And a sister at the end of it that Mo does not know is coming.
Oh, Marty, that is a beautiful, terrible thing to do. She is carrying her sister toward the biggest secret of their family and letting her think it is a holiday. But you said they each had a secret? Dot has that one. What is Mo carrying, Marty?
I'm going to make you wait on that one, Carol. The way Dot waited, and the way Mo, God love her, thought she could keep it. I will only tell you this. Back in that pub, in the middle of the cheering, after the cod and the rum, Mo excused herself to the ladies and stood at the little sink, and out of the pocket of that sensible cardigan she took a prescription bottle, and she shook one pill into her hand, and she looked at herself a long moment in a mirror in a loud pub 2,000 miles from home. And then she put on her face again, the schoolteacher's face, the everything is fine face, and she went back out to her sister. And Dot, coming back from the bar with 2 more rums she did not need, saw her sister's cardigan pocket and the corner of a pill bottle in it, and looked away and said nothing. 2 sisters, Carol. 2 secrets. 1 little bus about to carry them all the way round the rock.
Marty, they are both doing it. They are both hiding a thing to protect the other one, and neither one knows. Oh, my heart. What did they do at the end of that first night?
They did what sisters do, Carol. They drank the last 2 rums and they argued about who was paying, and they walked back up the hill to the hotel arm in arm because the sidewalks in St. John's are near vertical and neither of them is as steady as she was. And in the room, Dot got out her phone, all casual, and she said, oh, I found us an option for the back end of the trip. A place way out called Fogo Island. Supposed to be gorgeous, I booked it just in case. And Mo, half asleep, said, Dorothy, you cannot just add a place. It is not in the binder. And Dot said, live a little, Mo. And Mo said the thing that Dot would remember later and could hardly bear. She said, into her pillow, half gone, I'm trying to, Dot. That is the whole reason I said yes.
You cannot leave it there, Marty Shepard, on the first night. What is in that pill bottle, and why did Mo say yes to this trip like it was her last chance at something? Does Dot ever find the courage to tell her sister where that bus is really going and who is waiting at the end of it? And that woman on Fogo Island, 75 years old and believing she was nobody's, does she even want two mainland sisters turning up to hand her a father 20 years in the grave? 10 days, Marty. I do not know how any of them survived 10 days.
10 days, Carol, one pub at a time, and every night a little closer to Fogo and to the truth. It is a good trip, friends, and a hard one, and I'm glad to be taking it with you. Until next time, sleep warm, keep the fire high, and remember, some people pack a suitcase, and some people pack a secret, and the sisters Barnes packed both. I'm Marty Shepard.
And I'm Carol, and I'm already in love with these two impossible women. Hold your people close. Kiss the cod if you get the chance, and come back for part 2.